Got a stone, a stone, a stone, a stone. On the what?
D&D Leveling Up Podcast. Man, we getting ready to get started right here, man. Y'all understand this? It's interview season.
Yes.
Y'all understand?
Yeah.
We got great interviewees right here.
Yes.
Dirt.
Yes. TTMT and
King D Money.
And we got a great guest on our podcast today. One of my best friends that I've known for many, many, many years. And basically, he's gonna explain who he is, where he's come from. I need to do that again.
Hey, let's go. It was cool. It was straight.
Okay.
It was straight.
It was straight. Okay, so I've got my great friend A Stone Alvin Jackson here to basically tell about his story. He's a musical artist, also a music therapist, as well as also a philanthropist as well. So he's going to go ahead and tell us where he comes from, where he's at, what he's doing, and he has actually some performances in the future that he wants to kind of tell us about. Go ahead, Big Doe.
Of course. Yo, it's your boy A Stone in the building.
In the building.
If you didn't know, I'm different. I'm different. Man, first of all, man, thank y'all for having me, man. Yeah, man, thank y'all for having me. It's a pleasure for me to be on this platform. These guys are doing great things. If you haven't spoken to them about being on here, you need to do it because, hey, time is money.
Time is money.
My money, yeah, exactly.
Big Doe. So tell us, Big Doe, where you from?
Well, yeah, I'm originally from Dade County, the 305, born and raised in the county of Dade, as they say right here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm from Miami. I was born and raised here. I attended Miami Central High School, the green and white, yeah, all that part right there, yeah. And then I attended Miami-Dade College. I don't know. Am I getting ahead?
No, you're good. You're good. Big Doe, keep going.
All right. Okay. So I graduated from Miami Central, and it was a great experience. I played football. I was in the choir, and it was a great experience. A lot of beautiful women. A lot of great experices. So.
College days,
yeah.
Swiftly passed.
Yeah. High school days. I ain't even got to college days. I'm still in high school.
We still in high school.
Okay.
Back it up.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I went to Central. Had a lot of great memories. I had my son when I was in high school.
Okay.
I started real early. Yeah, and so, I graduated from Miami Central, the best high school in Miami, definitely.
Oh, man.
Well,
from New Orleans, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bulls. We got a lot of
Well, it's everywhere you go is gonna be exactly. Everywhere you go is gonna be some bull. You know what? But I love them because my dad graduated from Northwestern, and my mom, she graduated from Central, so I'm always gonna love the Bulls. So anyway, I graduated, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life, so I ended up going to 13th grade, as we used to call it back in the days. My 13th grade. Yeah. 13th grade was AKA Miami-Dade Community College. That's what we used to call that college. But it turned out to be one of the greatest colleges ever. They one of the best colleges
even
ever.
Now.
Yeah. So I think they offering like a 4-year degree now, maybe even a master right now. But I didn't know that back then. So, but it helped me to find myself. It led me back to my first love, which is music. And so I floated around at Miami-Dade for like a year, and getting loans and getting paid through them grants and loans that now I'm paying back. Children, do not take a loan unless you're gonna pay it back. Unless you got a way to pay it back. Oh my goodness.
That was a balloon.
Are you sure? Big?
Yeah, absolutely.
We were really hoping that was a balloon.
We really praying.
Go back to the children part.
Yeah.
There's a balloon outside, guys.
Yeah. Children, do not take a loan. Always go for the grants, or find a way. But because you're gonna have to pay it back. So so yeah, for my first year, I took a lot of loans and I spent a lot of their money, and it was so beautiful. But then but then I woke up and I found a music school, and so I ended up getting an AA degree at Miami-Dade, which was a great experience. I learned how to sing correctly, and I was in a lot of plays, and I learned how to play piano a little bit. And that's when I met my boy, Mr. Dirk, aka Big Doe.
Yep.
That's where we met at in the music lab, because this guy's a bad musician. He play keys, play guitar.
I paid him to say that.
Yeah. So
I slipped it in here. Right here.
yeah, man. That's where we met at, man. And so I ended up finishing Miami-Dade, and then Miami-Dade had a feeder pattern that led me to UM. So I auditioned for UM and for their music, their classical voice program. And
So, Big Deal, let me interject for a little bit, because I did want to ask you, like, what was the difference between you being at Miami-Dade and being at UM? Because I know, after you went to UM, like, he was gone. Like I didn't see my homeboy for like years afterward.
Yeah.
We didn't connect to like years after that, and we actually started in the basement doing some production work.
yeah,
So we was like grinding, like trying to do production work. We was like, trying to get things together. We was in your grandmother's house.
My grandma's house.
And then we used to go down.
Had a little 4-track.
We had the 4-track. We had the MPC, the Akai.
Oh.
We was like doing stuff. I was like, yeah, man, we're going to do it, man. He's like, man, I'm going to UM. I was like, he was gone. I was like, what? I said, man, we're supposed to stay together, man. We're supposed to keep doing the dynamic duo. We're supposed to stay together.
Like a bad anime.
We like,
Let's
exactly.
stay together, man.
We're supposed to do the Wu-Tang thing, man.
Yeah, man. My grandma had other plans. She was like, no, you finna go. You finna do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no. And what was the difference? Well, it was more of a culture shock at University of Miami, because
more Caucasians, Hispanics there.
it's more of everything.
More of everything, right?
More of everything. Asians, Russians, anything that you could think of. It was like a melting pot, and so it engaged me because it was just that different, because at Miami-Dade, I found out that it was more majority of people that look like us.
Yeah.
So, once I got over there, it was just a bigger campus. It was just, everything was big, and it just felt like a different type of energy, So, it was more like, okay, we finna get you ready for the world, we finna, we want to get you, get you solidified,
So in terms of your training, like you more went into operatic training there at UM, and was it the same? You had
No.
No.
When you had interrupted me, I was just about to explain to you that I had auditioned for the classical voice program.
Okay.
But I didn't get in.
Okay.
I didn't get in. But they loved my voice, but I just didn't probably have the chops at that point. So they had they asked me to audition for the jazz program. So that's what I did, and that's how I got in, using my gospel R&B chops. So I ended up doing the jazz program, and that's what kind of led to me just being exposed to just like a different genre of music that I wasn't really aware of, which was jazz, and that's when I fell in love with jazz. Fell in love with all the great vocalists, Ella Fitzgerald, my favorite singer of all times. Okay. And and so that was just an experience, man. I had all these professors that didn't look like me, who probably didn't understand me, and it was a lot of instances where it was some misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I did want to ask you, and I'm gonna be interrupting you, Big Deal, because this is an interview. But I realized one thing is that, like, how did you deal? Because there weren't that many young black individuals such as yourself, or talented individuals, that were going to Miami-Dade singing the way you could sing in that place. Did you see other people you could identify with when you're over there?
At Miami-Dade or on UM?
At UM.
Oh, yeah. It was just a handful of us there. I mean, literally, inside the jazz program, I could count on my hand. You know, people that look like me. It was maybe about 5, 6, 7 of us, and we all used to kind of like hang out or whatever like that. And so that was a dynamic that I had to live with for 2 years, and it was good, but it was bad sometimes. It was good sometimes, because I had to deal with some issues sometimes, because of that, and I had to learn how to move differently and kind of understand, because you have to understand, it wasn't just hard for me, but it probably was hard for them too.
Yeah.
These professors, dealing with a personality like mine, I'm from the city.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right. I'm a city boy, and I grew up in the city.
Come with the show, huh?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I know you had. I mean, I know it kind of might have been also them trying to communicate to you in a different way that you were not
Accustomed
used
to, right?
accustomed to.
Yeah.
And so then, how long did it take for them to really kind of like either embrace you, or did you never feel like you got that embrace? Maybe you just got the information. Were they giving you everything you felt like you're supposed to get when you're there?
Yeah. I think it took them a while to kind of figure out who I was and what I represented and my energy. But once we got to that place where we kind of understood that I was there to get what I was there for, which is education, and get that degree and get that experience, to get that knowledge. Once I understood that, and I understood that I had to tone it down just a little bit, and so that's what I did. And so with that being said, they got a chance to see my heart. They got a chance to see, okay, this is an awesome kid. He just he got a little rough on him, but he's an awesome kid, and they respected my gift too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because I think after they heard me sing, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you backing up?
Yeah, he's supposed to be
you backing this up?
backing this up. And I think probably on that. You want to say something? D?
Man, I was coming up with a question, man. I'm formulating this question because I'm like, we from Miami.
Yeah.
We from,
exactly.
We got Central, we got American, Dirt.
You know why he's doing that? You know why he's doing that? Because I usually be disparaging Miami, especially when it comes
He
to
really,
you know what I'm saying?
he really
But,
is like, he doesn't like the Miami situation.
One of my best homeboys are from Miami, but I always put them as exceptions to the rule.
We from the 305, so you
Yeah.
mentioned the opera program, man, and you don't get to see that a whole lot, man.
Yeah.
I went to Florida Memorial University, Go Lions.
Yeah, go Lions.
Right up the street,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, that was another path. You did Miami-Dade, then you went to Flomo, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It was one of those things.
Yeah.
But being there, going to university, I thank God I got a chance to actually do it.
Yeah.
Because I got a chance to perform on stages and see things that I never saw before. I got to perform at the Frost, the Frost. Yeah. I get to perform the Ziff.
Yeah.
I performed Aida there
Okay.
for a season, for one of those seasons.
Yeah.
I was one of the slaves. I was one of the slaves in Aida. But seeing that inspired me to want to sing more.
Yeah.
So I was knowing that we're from where we're from.
Yeah.
What inspired you to, or who may have inspired you to go try out for the opera situation, man? Because I know it's different from what we do.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was out to Miami-Dade had an awesome music program. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they had an awesome music program that exposed us to all different genres. Like we had a gospel ensemble, we had a classical ensemble, we had an opera program. So it was just like Miami-Dade exposed us to a lot. Like by the time I finished Miami-Dade, I had did a musical theater program. I mean, I had did a opera. I had did a few musical theater shows there, because they have a nice theater there. And so I was just exposed to more of the classical side than anything else. So that's why I ended up being inspired to audition for their classical program. So but I had more singing chops, like R&B gospel chops, than anything. But I was exposed to the program, and the professors over to Miami, they did a great job with, teaching me theory and which I love, theory, and teaching me sight singing, and which I hate, but
A lot of musicians hate that thing.
but they prepared me. Miami, they did a great job because I guess they saw the future. They saw, well, okay, yeah, this guy might be able to go to the next level. So they prepared me, and I did. What they had us do, like 4 years of sight singing,
Singing,
4 years of theory. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it was intense, man. I mean, I had to credit Miami-Dade for preparing. They had really good instructors while we were there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, we got our brand new product, the ultimate YouTube marketing guide ebook. I want you guys to click down on the subscription. This is going to give you impactful information. I've gotten so many different ebooks from different people, and this basically it's basic stuff. This goes from basic to intermediate to advanced. If you've never done YouTube marketing before, this is the jam. I want you guys to go check it out. It's fun. I'm completely giving this away, bro. I've discounted 70%.
Woo!
Right?
That's big, bro. We gotta talk after the pod.
Yeah.
70%?
70% off. Limited time only. Listen, I put a whole bunch of work into this. A lot of times when people give you ebooks, they don't really give you that much resources. They give you a certain amount of things, and it's just enough to get you to go ahead and buy another product. But I didn't want to do this with this product. I wanted actual people to actually get something out of it.
Value, baby.
Value.
Let's go.
And once you look at it and you see the aspects, I put 30 lessons in here. So I put a lot of hard work into this. Go ahead and check it out. The link's in the description. Go and get it. Deuces. At the time we had, even when we went to, there's 2 campuses. I went to Wolfson campus, and then I also went to North campus too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I actually had experience from a lot of different. We met at North Campus, right, Pedro?
Yes.
Yeah. So I also go to down there, like down toward Wolfson, down toward downtown Miami.
Okay.
I used to go down there too, and they had really, really excellent. The New World School of the Arts is close by there,
Okay.
and that's like one of the best schools in the world.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They're connected to UM. They're like another feeder program at the UM.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, man, it was one of the best experiences being down there. I mean, we had a great guitar teacher, Mario. It's excellent, man. We had a lot of good. We had Miss Hannah.
Miss Hannah. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Miss Hannah just passed away.
What? Oh,
Miss
man.
Hannah just passed away.
Wow,
I think it was this week. I just got word, man, and it just told me up.
Wow.
Miss Hannah was a great piano teacher.
Yeah.
She had that little office in the.
She was at
practice
Flomo.
room.
Yeah. She had
really?
Flomo for a little bit. Yeah.
Really?
She went to Flomo for a little bit. She taught at Flomo, just with Pinkston. Yeah. Pinkston had her come in there for a little bit. She did some stuff. Miss Hannah went out there for a little bit. She was an awesome piano teacher.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So rest in peace, Miss Hannah.
Miss Hannah.
Rest in peace, man. Y'all.
Bless you.
Y'all do a little something on Miss Hannah when y'all go back and edit this up, because she was a great teacher, man. I got a chance to speak to her. I mean, she's been retired now for many years, but I reached out to her on Facebook, and she called me back, man, and we chopped it up, man. Boy, Miss Hannah had me laughing, man. She was just so lively. So when I just heard that, it really just kind of it did something to me. But she lived a great life. She enjoyed music, and she retired, and she she did her thing. So rest in peace, Miss Hannah.
Yeah, man. Now let me ask you a question now. So in terms of your career now, so we're at the point where you're beginning. You're at Miami-Dade. You done all the stuff at Dade. You also, by the way, have another degree from Full Sail.
Yes.
Talk about that and your experience in Full Sail and how it's leading to what you're doing right now.
Okay. But can I say a few more things about those 2 colleges?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna be really short. So yeah, Miami-Dade prepared me for UM. Okay. So when I got to UM, I think I got a C in one of my classes. So I went to UM program, and it was a testament to the preparation that our Miami-Dade College had did. So Du Young, who was a theory teacher, Dr. Booz, and Ms. Steele, a lot of great teachers over to Miami. They did a fabulous job. And then when I matriculated over to UM, and I got a chance to work with a lot of great teachers. The jazz program, they just I met so many great entertainers that came back and did forums with us, man. It just exposed me to let me know that the sky was the limit, and they taught me so much about just writing, composing, they just really exposed me to the heightened part of music, to the educational part of music, to the theoretic part of music that if you want to be on a higher level that you have to understand. So I just want to say kudos to UM. I'm still paying bills.
Still paying those student loans off.
Yeah. But it was worth it. It was worth it. So so I end up graduating from UM, and that's when I started teaching or in Miami, Opelika. I got a teaching job, and I did that for 2 years. I hated it.
Oh man.
I hated it. It was.
He's a teacher now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami Dade.
Yeah.
Bro. Stop.
But it was a great experience.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, but it kind of opened up my eyes on the seriousness and how the teachers, how we have to respect teachers, because it's not easy, especially teaching in the inner city.
Yeah.
Me teaching middle school and dealing with these kids, it was not easy, bro.
Middle school inner city?
Ooh,
Yeah.
middle school. You gotta
This is different.
you gotta have a thicker skin.
It's a different beast.
Yeah, it's a different beast. You gotta have thick skin.
You don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Number one, the teenagers.
Yeah.
You don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
You never know
Yeah.
until you go there and ask them, and then you got to break down that wall
Mm-hmm.
of them not wanting to talk to you
I want to talk to you.
because they want to be cool.
Of course.
They want to be seen talking to the teacher.
Exactly.
You got the inner city vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Too
saying?
much
Everybody's
energy.
everybody.
Angry.
It's a lot of aggression.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the way we walk around, the way we do certain things, man. It's like, and you have to like the teaching. You have to the hoops
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go through. Yeah. Yeah.
to get a simple yes out of them sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hold on. I got you.
Mhm.
Relax.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes or no.
Yes.
And they don't know whether they want to be teenagers or adolescents. They don't know whether they want to be straight or the other way. It's just a lot. I can't imagine being a teenager at this time period, because it's a different world right now.
Yeah.
And so it has to be hard for them. But just imagine you having a task of teaching them for a whole year.
Yeah.
So that was the experience. That taught me a lot about myself. It taught me that I was tough, because I almost walked away so many times.
Really?
I almost walked away, but thank God for music.
Yeah.
Music, because I was able to teach music. That was the blow that softened it up, because I got a chance to do what I love to do, and I think they respected my talent. So I think my talent just opened up so many doors. When I look back on my life, I say, well, yeah, I have to thank God for the talent, because He do say that your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
So that's a true testament. So you have to know who you are. You got to know what your gifts are, and know how to use them, and just respect them, and know that they will open doors for you.
Yeah, man. It's interesting you should say that, man. It's so funny because A Stone actually is very, very well versed in gospel. I've seen him go into a church, man, just turn it upside down. But you do actually, that's where your roots come back from. But you actually do R&B. Tell them about your music career.
Okay. Yeah. Well, once I finished high school, I had a group. We had about 4 guys in the group, and we thought we was gonna be the next Boys to Men. How do I? Exactly, you know. So yeah, say goodbye. So yeah, we thought we was gonna do all that right there, and so you know we actually did our thing. We got signed and everything like that, and you know we was on our way, but we only had one problem. We used to fight each other so much, and
Is that normal in groups?
yeah, and we didn't have, and so you know a lot of our guys were from the inner city. We didn't have structure. We didn't have the discipline that it took, and it was taking too long for us to get the bag. And so some of my guys they went out and they was hustling and they was robbing and doing all type of stuff like that. So and then you know a few of them went off to college, so that kind of broke up that whole thing, and that's what kind of motivated me to go back to school so that I could learn the music business. You know, that was very important to me, just in case it was only me one day, and after that, it was only me. So, so me taking that leap of faith and going to Miami-Dade and getting a degree and kind of learning more about music really helped. But so you know, after that, after I finished, let me see, Miami-Dade College. You know, I started recording. I started putting out music on singles and everything like that. And you know, I put out my first real single. It was called "A Good Day," and so "Good Day" is still being played.
Where can we find that? Where can we find that, Big Dog?
Oh yeah, you can find that on all platforms right now: iTunes, Google, A-Stone, A Good Day, and yeah, you can find it. It's out there. You know, it's being played on a lot of gospel stations right now. It's kind of like a crossover between gospel and R&B. Kind of, yeah, kind of like a little John Legend-ish a little bit, you know, cause like a piano voice song, but it's a great song. Actually, I got a chance to sing it today because I did a brunch for the Deltas at Florida Memorial this morning.
Okay.
So I got a chance to sing that song because I wanted to actually do music therapy for that event, in which I did. You know, I kind of introduced myself for the first time as a music therapist, and I define music therapy to them. You know, it's the therapeutic and evidence-based use of music intervention. And so I actually led them in intervention using music therapy. And you know, I told them, okay, you guys are going to be my clients, and everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet, but I think that they embraced it, because I started singing. I think I did "Stand by Me." I opened up with that, and I got them to engage with me, and I got them to sing, and that's a form of music therapy to get a person to come outside of themselves and engage in music. And then I did my song, "A Good Day." I kind of gave like a small testimony about why I wrote the song. After my dad passed away, I was depressed and I needed a tool. I needed a platform. So God gave me those lyrics. They kind of rained down from heaven because when I sat down to the piano, the lyrics just came. And so that was my first single. And since then I've been just I'm producing singles. I did a few EPs, and you can find all of that stuff on Bandcamp.com. Go to Bandcamp.com and type in A-Stone and go download all of my EPs, all of my singles. I got a Christmas EP, okay? I got the music therapy EP. I got the Sexy from Miami EP. So you guys are behind. You got to catch up.
Please
Let's
catch
go.
up.
Come on, let's go.
Hurry up.
Let's go.
Go and get that.
Get A-Stone here.
Right. Go and get that and enjoy some great music, man. I got a lot of great music out there, and I'm also getting ready to put out some more music really soon.
Man, it sounds like you are at the top of your game, man.
Yeah.
I love it. But you mentioned some things earlier, man. You were talking about how you had a group and you guys weren't disciplined enough to get what you wanted out of it.
Right.
What disciplines do you employ in your life right now that get you through your shows, your events, even today?
Well, first of all, you gotta invest time into practicing. Practicing is very important.
Practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to invest some time into practicing. I was going to be practicing right now until Big Doe called me up.
I had to pull him. He's a very busy man.
So this is actually my practice time. So after I leave here, I'm going home to practice because I got a show tomorrow, and then I got to play for church.
So will I.
Yeah, right.
So musicians do.
So that's one of the important disciplines is taking time to practice your craft and get in there. Make sure that you feel good. Make sure that you are giving your audience your best you.
You know, interesting enough. Now, Big Doe, you talked about practicing your craft with music. Like, what inspires you to create music, and what's your process when you create a song? I was always interested in like seeing how people like, you know, it's a lot. People don't realize how powerful it is for a person to just decide I'm just going to create something and then just put it out there. It's really a courageous thing to do because it's part of you, right. And you don't know if someone's going to accept it or not. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, you have enough talent where people kind of validated that you could do a certain amount of things. You know, you could put out certain things, but you don't know if they're going to accept and receive the actual songs you had that's coming out of your heart. But you're actually coming out and expressing yourself. Yeah. So it's actually like it's a blessing to have the gift to just express yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then be able to put it out there. Because even as a musician myself, I don't really have a desire to like do stuff that creative. I just enjoy playing the music and just, if I'm being creative on the spot, I enjoy that. I don't have a desire to like sit there and create and take that much time to like do production. And that to me is like, it takes away from what I'm doing. I'm like, I just want to enjoy the music. But you have to take time to do production. You got to get it mixed. You got to get it mastered. You got to put the ideas down. I mean, how do you get these ideas and how do you put them in a concrete form in production? And then how does the process go?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, for me, I guess because I'm a musician, I think everything starts at the instrument. Okay. You know, for me, because I play piano, and my main instrument is my voice. So the process always starts at the piano. You know, just fiddling around at the piano, thinking about what I want to say in the song. But it normally always just start with just fiddling around and humming some words and
Does it come out of any emotion? Have you ever written a song for a girl?
Yes. Yeah. I wrote a song. Well, most of my songs are about women or a relationship. Her hurting me or me. Loving her. So yeah. Most of my songs are inspired. I don't sit down and start with that.
Okay.
But I think that it's in me, and it just end up just coming out.
So how do you match the lyrics with the music? I mean, because it doesn't always correlate sometimes depending on who's writing it, right?
Yeah.
So do you have people writing with you, or you just write everything yourself and do everything by yourself?
Well. First of all, is songwriters, is lyric writers, is people that come up with music, But I'm fortunate enough where I do both of them,
Okay.
Most of the time, like I say, it kind of always start with me just playing chords or whatever like that, and kind of just feeling, the chord. If it's a minor chord, that brings out a certain emotion. If it's a happy vibe, that brings out different emotion. You guys are musicians, you understand that. Yeah. So for me, it's just inspired by the music. Nowadays, with it being, everything kind of being more driven with like drum tracks and people making, producers and engineers are kind of really kind of like the force behind a lot of the music that's out there right now.
Yeah.
It seems like the songwriter is kind of like in the back, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas when I was growing up, you know, you had guys like Babyface and you know, Art Kelly, who was songwriters. But now it's kind of seems like everything is kind of driven by tracks
Or production, yeah.
or on productions.
Yeah.
You know, and I find myself now, like you know, my "Sexy" from my Miami album, that was like a production driven EP. You know, maybe like 50% of it, you know, I'm writing to a track. You know, this guy.
So it inspires you by just writing to the track.
Yeah. A guy give me a track. It was like, well, hey Stone, we gotta upgrade your sound, bro. We gotta make your sound more radio, more appealing to today.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that was the worst thing I did, but you know, it was a different experience, you know, and I thought it was great, but it didn't feel the same, you know. So like my next project and my projects going forward, you know, I want to make sure that I keep that live foundation going, and because I know that's where I live at. That's where I thrive at. You know, maybe sitting behind the piano or sitting with a guitarist. You know, I'm like the old school writers. You know, that write from, you know, live music. Live.
Y'all heard it here.
Yeah.
We might be getting a live album.
Yeah, exactly.
From A Stone.
From A Stone. Come on.
You heard it here first, though.
Yes.
You know, hey, you know, anybody who got some guitar driven music, some piano driven music, send them my way. You never know. Hey, man, we could chop it up. We could write a hit. You know, hey.
So do you collaborate with other artists, or you just mostly solo stuff on your own? Do you?
I think I'm open to, but it just seems like, you know, as of lately, it's mostly just solo stuff. You know, sometimes I might hire background singers or whatever like that. But no, most of the time I do all my background vocals. I do all my lead vocals. But I'm open to it though.
Okay, I got you. Now, who's your influences now?
Influences. Oh man, the '70s, man, the '70s, the '80s. Some of the '70s artists, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
You know, '80s artists, man. '90s. Who is it? Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Babyface. Yeah,
After
man. Yeah, After Seven.
Tony.
All that stuff. I grew up.
Take six.
Take 6, yeah. And then you know, as a young adult, I got more into jazz. You know, I got into them great jazz artists, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan. Yeah, I mean, I really got educated from University of Miami. Man, they used to make us do a listening lab, which is very important, guys. If you are an artist, make sure that you spend time listening to.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that. I was talking to one of my students today, and I got this course that I was looking at. One of the guys was saying in the course, the guitar player, he's like, you should listen 10 times more than you actually play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should be listening more often because you're trying to get something. You know, sometimes as musicians, we're trying to get information into us, and we're trying to rush to get it because we want it so badly, or we appreciate what somebody else does. We want it under our fingers. But in essence, when we start listening, we actually start to get that in our spirit, and it starts to develop, and then you can start hearing from inside out instead of outside in. You know, because a lot of times it's almost like anything you're trying to get. You don't spend enough time just sitting there and just, you know, it's almost like sitting at the feet of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's like Martha was like trying to get all this stuff done. And Mary was like, she's doing the needful thing. She's sitting at my feet. She's taking in the information that I'm giving to her. You always trying to do the dishes. You rush. You worried about all type of stuff. But there's a certain period of time with music, you really got to just let it flow and come into, you know, let things flow with you.
Watch the greats do the greats. There's nothing like watching like an Earth, Wind and Fire concert, bro. And watching them run a stage.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. It's different. Earth, Wind and Fire, a Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The moving around, the
orchestration
of what's going on.
But,
you're watching, you pay attention, and you go, "There, I can't do all of this.
Yeah.
But I can take the concept.
Yeah.
And apply it to what I'm doing
Exactly.
and master it. What
Exactly.
doing the show. I had this thing, man. I'm like, man, I got to do a show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lately, I got in my head, bro.
Really?
I got to do a show.
You talking
I
about?
don't have to play trumpet. I want to orchestrate a show.
Okay.
I got that. I got that creative. Like, yo, this is gonna be this. This
Yeah.
gonna be that. Boy, we're gonna have them come out stage this way.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of theater background with Florida Moore University,
Okay.
working in the theater in there.
Discovering everything.
And it's just like, man, you get to go.
Yeah.
The stuff you get to do, man, going to college and doing these things, man, like
Mhm.
singing for that opera.
Mhm.
I've never done anything else like that.
Yeah.
Going to costume.
Yeah.
You gotta go do makeup. You gotta
it's
get
a lot.
fitted.
Yeah.
Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Every night they in the all these, and you
Yeah.
see the so many people backstage that you don't get to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working their disciplines to make this work.
Yeah. Exactly.
Me too.
It's like an orchestration, man.
Oh my
like
god,
an orchestra.
bro.
Yeah, man. It's interesting thing is, man. We were talking about your influences, and as music teachers, we always have to put on shows. You know what I'm saying? I told one of my homeboys, Pete Edmondson, shout out to you, Pete. I've been telling him a long time, like, you're orchestrating shows. You got to put grades together. You got to put this grade, first grade, 8th grade, whatever. They all have to do certain things. You got to teach them songs.
Yeah.
And then you got to coordinate all this stuff in one place. Make sure all the timing is right.
Yeah.
And then after you do the show, of course, if everyone loves it and everything's done on time, people, how you start the show is how you begin, how you end the show too at the same time. So you got to already have the end in mind when you start doing these type of things. But if that's something creative within you, it means it needs to come out somewhere along the line. And I talked to you about your show presence all the time.
Yeah.
Now you got shows coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows.
Yeah. I sing. I'm a part of a lot of different groups. I work with different bands, and then I sing with a quartet. Well, we used to be a quartet. Now it's just 3 of us now. But my singing group, we perform once a month over at the VFW, which is so happened to be coming up this Sunday.
What is the location? Do you got a location on it?
The VFW is on Pembroke Road. I think it's 8195 Pembroke Road, and that's going to be 8 o'clock this Sunday coming up. It's going to be a great show. If you guys are local in Miami area, come check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be good music. It's going to be good drinks. It's going to be good vibes. It's going to be good food, and it's safe, and it's grown and sexy, so you don't want to miss it. That's this Sunday, and then on June the 15th, I'm doing the Miami Gardens Juneteenth concert.
Okay, Juneteenth.
Hosted by Miami Gardens, and that's going to be at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock Stadium, come on now.
Yeah, come on down. I think the tickets are $20. That's not too much. But we got a headliner. It is Stephanie Mills.
Okay, Stephanie Mills. All right.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good, So your boy gonna be opening up with the choir, with the Flomo choir.
All right.
And
Right.
we're gonna be doing our thing. They want me to open up with Glory, so it's gonna be with the choir. They even found a rapper, and so it should be fun.
Okay.
It should be fun. So get there early if you want to see me, because if you blink twice, you're gonna miss me. So get there early and come check out your boy A-Stone. I promise you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question, man. And you're an independent artist.
Yes.
So what kind of things you have to deal with as an independent artist, dealing with majority of things that you have to deal with on your own, like marketing yourself, going to different locations, trying to promote yourself, use a publicist, getting press. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, in that process, would it be easier to be signed to a label, or do you like the independent route right now, or it works for you? Where do you think would work for you?
Well, I think both. It will be easier because it'll take some of those task away. I mean, that's what we as independent artists, we have to deal with that because it's a lot of work. Because of course you just want to be the artist, but that's out the window now.
Yeah.
That's the old independent artist.
Yeah.
The new independent artist, you got to know your stuff. You got to know the business. You got to know staging. You got to know publishing. You got to know, I mean, everything. It's all on you, and it's all on you to get a team together because you can't do it all.
Yeah.
You cannot do it all. No, you can't. So it would behoove you to get a team together. Some people that believe in you, even if it's one or two people. Because you're gonna need a videographer. You need somebody that's gonna help you to get your social media. Yeah. Yes.
Keys.
Yeah.
Keys, big though.
Videographer, man. You're gonna need that because if you ain't got that, you ain't got nothing. Because it's all about content right now. It's all about small pieces of content. All right. It used to be about the big labels, the big expensive videos. Everything has switched up.
I think P. Diddy might take your call now, cause he might need you.
Yeah. So get your videographer, get you a little team, man, together, man, and if you're serious about it, man, you go in, record a nice song, invest into yourself, invest into your look, invest into your sound, practice your craft. That's very important. But then the business side is like a whole nother monster. So right now you got this thing that's called YouTube. So take advantage of it. That's like college. So study. Listen, find out what you need to do. What's important. Publishing your music, copyright your music, and just trademarking. Yeah, all that stuff. Distribution. It's a lot of work. But if you can if you can get everything going and put it together and get you some followers, then you can make it. It's not all about being as big as Beyonce. If you get you a nice fan base, man, that's gonna support you. I mean, hey, if you got a good 5,000 people that's gonna buy your tickets, that's gonna go to your shows, that's gonna hey, you can make a living.
Yeah, I feel like the artists that are on the level of Beyonce, we had artists like that like years ago. It's just that happened to be is that they happen to be doing the same exact things, but the majority of artists don't do that. So they don't go. There's not a Jackie Wilson who's out there doing like shows or James Brown doing the shows that they had. We don't have those artists who are doing at that level are the ones we would kind of revere now on a bigger stage. Like artists nowadays, they don't put that much work into their show. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have like a Lady Gaga, she'll put millions of dollars into her show that she has to make it better. Right. But I think that's what distinguishes other people. Like look at Prince. Like Prince's show. The reason why Prince is even famous is because people just couldn't deny him. He was putting on great shows. He didn't have any money at that time. He was just putting on the show. You could just tell the talent was over the top. You don't have individuals like I remember George Michael was saying, there's not going to be anybody like me or Prince or Madonna or any of these people coming out because you had so much concentration of talent in these one individuals that you don't really see that unless they're like in a Beyonce or a Drake or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that type of level anymore because now kids don't have a desire to learn instruments. They don't have a desire to do anything like to do basic songwriting. They're just going to do tracks.
It's definitely a different time, man.
Yeah.
We're living in a time where if you can do it and get a couple people to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is,
why do you need to do it? Yeah. Why? Yeah.
I saw somebody. I saw somebody filming like a puppet dancing, bro.
Yeah.
2,000 people watching.
What?
Okay.
What? Oh my gosh.
You open your phone to the craziest stuff, man.
Yeah.
And we're not that. I'm just not that. I just can't do it. I can't pull myself to pulling out my treadmill and putting the phone on there and let it watch the ball go on the treadmill.
Yeah.
But But it's a stream of income, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And it's now
income.
it's become some people's reliable stream of income. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
YouTube is it's like something you can bet on.
Yeah.
But I need 3 things you can bet on in the music industry from A Stone. 3 things, man.
Come on.
And then we're gonna wrap this up. Give me 3 things you can bet on happening in the music industry.
3 things that you could bet on that's happening in the music industry. I think looking in from the outside, you know, looking at the music industry, you know, I think that you could bet that it's gonna always be great talent that will shine, you know. It's gonna be somebody's gonna break through. And hopefully that's gonna be A Stone real soon. Real soon. Okay, number 2. You could bet on A Stone shining. Okay, all right. Okay, number 2. You could bet on A Stone is gonna shine. All right.
Okay.
And number 3, you could bet on A Stone shining, baby. So just follow your boy at Alvin Stone 100. Okay. Instagram Alvin Stone 100. Go to my website. All right. astonemusic.com. And then I also have a school that we didn't talk about, but I teach inner city kids and kids with special needs using music therapy. Okay. So I have a 501c3 called A Stone Music Therapy. And we always looking for donations because we have a lot of students that can't afford my program. And so if you want to help, all right, we would write it off at the end of the year, but we need as much help as we can get because we have a lot of kids out there that need that platform, that can't afford it. So I'm doing that. Of course, I got my label, Adrian Corey Music. All right, that's my label. I'm always looking for artists who's interested in collaborating, doing something special. And then, you know, those are some of the things. If you want to follow me, go to my website, check me out. I'm always doing something. Go to my Instagram. I'm always posting, Alvin Stone 100. Facebook, I'm always posting. So y'all just look out for great new projects from A Stone. Look out for something really special coming as it pertains to music therapy. All right? God dropped something in my spirit. I'm not going to let it out right now, but it's coming. It's coming because it's me. I got to do what I do. Big Doe, your boy got to do what he does.
Understand.
Do what you got to do.
All right? So y'all check me out, man. Thank y'all for having me on y'all podcast, man. Y'all keep on following these gentlemen right here because they are great guys. They're musicians. They're great people. And the 4th thing, they had A Stone.
Understand? You understand?
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
What? We got A Stone here, y'all.
We got A Stone, man.
You got
Understand?
We got him
We got
before
A
everybody else
Stone
did.
here.
We got him before
Understand?
everybody else did.
And we're going to always be at the top of our game right here on the D&D Leveling Up podcast. And if you don't know, now you know.
And they got A Stone, A Stone, A Stone, A Stone on the what?
D&D Leveling Up podcast.
That should be your intro
All right.
from now on.
Deuces.
Yeah. All right. Give me